All right, so a lot of y'all want to know about my take on semen retention and nofap. And I'm going to just say that it is a good thing, but it is a tool. It is not the final product. The final product is you and your mind. The way you see things is ultimately what changes you in these journeys. So for instance, nofap is, not touching yourself, not watching pornography and things like that. And that's good for you. That gives you time to get that mental clarity, get that, just a better way of thinking, a more clear mind, desexualizing your mind, things like that. And semen retention is not releasing at all. Now, with that being said, it's not what you're doing that really makes a difference, is how you go about doing things. You want to do everything with purpose and intention. The reason why you go and do nofap, or the reason why you do semen retention, is to become disciplined, is to become conscious in all your decisions. You can develop these things without you can develop these things without doing nofap or semen retention. You could fast and get these same results, because fasting is the same thing. You are preventing yourself from following into something that's natural to you, your nature. It is your nature to be sexual. It is your nature to eat, right? It is your nature to do these things. So when you're able to hold that back, you have a different level of self-control. But the reason why I mentioned, and it's a tool, because you can use the tool to build discipline. Damn, chill. I just woke up, my bad. When you are not releasing, you're gonna run past many triggers, right? And when you run past these triggers, when you're on this journey, it makes you more conscious of what you're doing. But the pitfall is that many people go on these journeys for nofap and semen retention, but they stay on social media and they constantly torturing themselves. This is the bad part about it. You on a journey where you're not supposed to indulge in something, but you remain in an environment that influences you to indulge. That's why people go crazy. That's why people get ultra aggressive, and the urges become stronger, because you're not doing all the right things. It's a tool, but you got your tools in the wrong environment. You know what I'm saying? You don't use a hammer to screw in screw in screws. You hammer nails, right? You use a screwdriver to screw things. So you got to use your tools to the best advantage. If you're going to do semen retention and nofap, you need to get off social media too. Let me mute that. Hold on, that's my mom. She texted me. Said, can she cook one of my steaks? Of course. You literally birthed me. Absolutely. Okay. So, sorry. But yeah, you can't torture yourself like that, because it's gonna lead you to a pitfall. It's gonna lead you to relapsing. And you probably are familiar with, of course, you probably are familiar with the idea of having, or just the fact of having wet dreams and waking up, with the cream everywhere and stuff like that. But it's because you're subconscious. You have drilled in all these little bits and pieces. You scrolling on TikTok and you seeing this girl, you know what I'm saying, while you're on this journey, and your mind process all that. What they used to tell you back in the day, if you wanna dream about something, think about it before you go to sleep. Well, those thoughts, everything you go through throughout the day, when your subconscious is processing those things, it comes back to you in your dreams. You know what I'm saying? You might have wished for a certain toy when y'all was little, all day, all night, all day, and then you start having dreams about it. You playing with your toy, and then you wake up, you got your toy in your hand, but it's not there. Same thing with sexual desires and all that, man. So do not torture yourself like that. If you're gonna be about it, be about it. Now, hold on. Hold on. But like I said, back to the positive side of it. The reason why you get so much strength from it, the reason why the byproduct is so crazy, is because, like I said, it's simply discipline. But you really got to understand what's going on. It is your nature to reproduce. It is your nature to release. Not a lot, like to the point where you just releasing every day, because the quality of your seed goes down, right? It's nutrients and minerals and all those things inside of, your semen. That's also in your sweat too. You can't make babies from sweat, but people think that just because you're retaining, that you keeping all the minerals and nutrients in your body. Bro, you literally sweat. You know what I'm saying? Your body breaks down things for energy. Like it's all types of ways to look at it, right? But you are holding back a life force. That little loogie in there, that thing created you, and you holding that back. So you gotta keep some energy in. You know what I'm saying? Because everything in life is energy. Everything. That's the only thing that all these living things on Earth, or us, plants, you know what I mean? The molecules in the air, all that is energy. That is the only thing we have in common, right? Energy is at the top of everything. Okay, so if you holding in a life force, you have to be retaining some sort of energy, right? So when you really think about that, and people say, you know, they have the studies of higher testosterone. I don't really like to get scientific. I like to get personal, right, for me. So in my opinion, if you are retaining energy, you are probably going to start feeling better or more energetic, which is closely related to testosterone. The only reason why I won't just jump on and say that your testosterone might spike is because you have bodybuilders and people like that are shooting themselves up with testosterone, but they still feel like crap. Now I understand testosterone and emotions are not just, you know, directly linked. Maybe they are. I don't know. I'm just speaking from my philosophy. But I could see testosterone spiking, but I also know the boost of energy leads to a better mood and things like that. Because when you're tired, I don't care what's going on in your life. When you're tired, it's like, man, look, life is good, but I'm tired. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't nothing like being tired and tired, or being tired and not tired. When you that tired that sleep don't fix. You know what I'm saying? And when you on this journey, if you got that type of tiredness that sleep don't fix, and you using, you know, pornography or something like that to cope with it, you're gonna go down a dark path, because you're gonna release, and then you're gonna be locked in a room with those demons, right? But when you on your right path, you can live a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been on the side of every fence. I've been addicted to porn. I beat porn. You know, I'm used to, you know, ejaculating a lot. I'm used to not, like, I've been on all these different sides of the fence, and I can tell you that depending on where you are in life, depending on how well you deal with your traumas and how well you get rid of all the demons in your life, it changes that dynamic too. And when you have this discipline, it transfers all over life, right? So like the other morning, I was going up front, right? And I seen a box of chocolate covered turtles. Love chocolate turtles. Love chocolate, by the way, but I choose to not indulge. First thing in the morning, I lift the box up. I went to grab it. My mind was like, what did you have this morning to eat? Nothing. Did you drink water? No. Have you even washed your face? No. I was like, bro, go get right. So I got right, walked past him again. Do I need this? No. Does it taste good? Absolutely. But do you need it? No. And I walked right past it. When it got me a bottle of water, went outside and ate an apple. Consciousness. You have to be more conscious in your decisions. That's why you keep relapsing, because you're not conscious of what's going on. You relapse, but you think relapsing is the end of the world. It's not. It is a lesson to be learned. It's going to happen in some way, shape, or form. We all have vices, right? But when you relapse, think about it. What caused me to do this? It's probably going to be closely related to social media, cartoon, you know, the animes and all this stuff. It's over-sexualized now. And you have to realize what these triggers are so you can remove them, so you can get away from them. Like I told you, you got your tools in the wrong environment, you're going to torture yourself. You got to know what's going on. You got to know, you got to be more conscious of your decisions. That's how you prevent them. Because once you know what your triggers are, then you can start to remove yourself away from them. You understand what I'm saying? It's just that simple. You got to protect the quality of your seed. So if you're scrolling on social media and you're feeling aroused, just know that this world is overly saturated in sexual content. Social media is a gateway for sex. It's like the warm up. You know how they warm up before the football game? That's social media now for porn. Like I'm telling you, it's everywhere, bro. It's everywhere. In animes and cartoons, on social media. It's like, bro, they send, hey, little Johnny on Instagram. Let's send him to the hub. Boom, we got little Johnny. Now you throw little Johnny in the porn hub. He on page 84. Like, I gotta get the perfect video. I gotta get it. I gotta get it. I gotta get it. Little Johnny, that ain't the way, my boy. And I could say that full-heartedly because I've been there. I've been there. And it's crazy that you can be so lost in the mind that you can find the perfect way to massacre yourself. The perfect video. The perfect moment. Nah, buddy. So, back to the point of retaining and, building discipline. It's simply just a practice of discipline, my friend. It is not something for you to achieve God-like powers. Maybe it makes you feel that way, and if it does, that is great. That is fantastic. But don't get lost in the sauce. Don't get lost in these people trying to make it seem like it's just something special, and if you practice this, you are one of the gods. Like, bro, let's come back down to earth. Let's be realistic. It's all about discipline because that's what I learned from it. And just from me practicing semen retention and no fap, I became conscious in all my decisions in life. Like there's like a little, however many milliseconds it is, like no matter what I'm doing in life, I think about what I'm doing. And people don't realize how much of, like, we are on autopilot a lot. Like I don't know what's behind the science of it, but you realize how many decisions we make without even thinking? How many times we pick up food and things without even thinking? Like you just eat and just eat. You're not even hungry, right? Your body doesn't even have a break to really break down all those bad cells and really digest food. That's why once it gets cold, you're so prone to getting sick because your body's immune system has been fighting all summer long. When your body is supposed to be most prominent, once it comes to winter, it's tired. So you get sick. Well, the same thing happens for your mind. If you're constantly indulging in degeneracy and you're falling into your urges and you steady beating yourself up, you can't do that. You got to learn from your mistakes, not kill yourself over them. You know what I'm saying? And after that triggered somebody, I didn't mean to be insensitive. But really though, you don't want to beat yourself up. You always learn from your mistakes. They are lessons, not losses. You got to see that. You got to have the discipline to change. You got to have the consciousness to see what you're doing and what's the problem. And that's really all I have to say. Do I support semen retention and no fap? Absolutely. I want everybody to get away from porn. It's kind of scary. It's not kind of. It's truly scary how many people think porn is just like a normal thing. Like you literally watching other people get it on to get off. And I'll make a whole separate video about this, but just to leave somebody, the naysayers with thought. Would you, like, if your teacher, right? If your teacher was like, hey, Jamal, would you like to come to my house and watch me and my husband do the bangy bang and you get to get off? Would you accept the invite or not? I mean, some of y'all might be freaky deaky. Y'all might. I would, right? But you would watch it through a phone screen, though. But the only difference is that it's through a phone screen, right? And that you're alone by yourself in your room and you're looking through a black box to get your rocks off, instead of growing up and building yourself up so that you can make real connections. And then for the people who use that excuse, like they tell people, oh man, you don't want to return, just go get you a girlfriend, just go have sex. What about the 10-year-olds, my dude? I was introduced to this junk when I was like 7. What about those guys? What about the children? We are the world. We are the children. We are the ones that make a better day, so let's start living. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes it's just best to prevent a problem rather than curing it. So really know what you're doing in life and just be more conscious of your decisions. And if y'all are confused by this mantra of rambling, I love you for sitting through it. But yeah, man, we gonna beat this together. I'm telling y'all, I'm taking on the battles nobody want to take on, because I know that they are able to be beat. And you, my friend, you are successful. You will succeed in everything. You will be more conscious in your decisions. You are more conscious in your decisions. You are successful. You are great. You do have self-control. And nobody can take that away from you. when you conquer yourself, which you have, but you've conquered yourself, and you have built self-control that is, it's impenetrable. And nobody can take that away from you, my friend. I am proud of you. I love you. And hey, I hope y'all ready to hit 70K. Bro, we'll probably be at 70K. Look, we gotta get the receipts. Let me pull it up right now. Since they don't believe, right? Right now the channel is sitting at 62,000 subscribers. It is December the 29th. Yeah, by the time y'all see this, we'll probably be at 70K. So, I love y'all, man. Y'all be safe out there, and let's conquer this. I'll talk to you soon.